Hey there folks, and welcome to Harlequins News. My name's Mark and I'm here to bring you all the latest news, new releases and event info for this week. We have a nice short episode this week, but we still have plenty of interesting things to talk about. So with all that said, let's crack on with it. As usual, let's begin by looking at what's on this week at Harlequins, starting with Preston. As always, these events don't change from one week to the next, so please pause the video if you'd like to read all of the information displayed. Details for any of these events can be found on the website. So continuing the Magic the Gathering chaos, we have plenty of events this week to celebrate the release of War of the Spark, starting this Saturday with our first War of the Spark release draft. Starting time is 2:30 PM, so please make sure you're here for 2 PM to get registered. Entry fee is £12.50 unless you have entered into one of our pre-releases, in which case you can pay £10. As usual with drafts, you'll open several boosters and make a 40 card deck. Prizes will be the War of the Spark boosters based on placing. As always, please check the website for more details. Moving on to Sunday, we have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Neostorm winner box. Start time is 12:30 PM, so please make sure you're there for 12 PM to get registered. Entry fee is £10 and you'll need a deck and deck list for this event. Please check the most recent ban list to make sure your deck is legal. First place prize will be a sealed box of Dark Neostorm, with everyone getting at least 3 Dark Neostorm boosters for entering. As always, please check the website for more details. Also on Sunday we have another War of the Spark release draft. Start time is 2:30 PM, so please make sure you're there for 2 to get registered. Entry fee is £12.50 unless you entered into one of our pre-releases, in which case you can play for £10. As usual with drafts, you'll open several boosters and make a 40 card deck. Prizes will be War of the Spark boosters based on placing. As always, please check the website for more details. So that's all the additional events this week for Harlequins Preston, but what's going on in Harlequins Blackpool? Well, here's what's on this week as usual in Harlequins Blackpool. Again, these are regular events, so please pause the video if you wish to read them all, and please check the website for more info. Also, please take note that Dragon Ball Z has moved from Sunday to Friday. No change to Dragon Ball Z on Tuesday though. So just like Preston Store, Blackpool is continuing the Magic the Gathering chaos, starting Saturday with our first War of the Spark release draft. Start time is 2:30 PM, so please make sure you're there for 2 PM to get registered. Entry fee is £12.50 unless you entered into one of our pre-releases, in which case you can play for £10. As usual with drafts, you'll open several boosters and make a 40 card deck. Prizes will be War of the Spark boosters based on placing. As always, please check the website for more details. Moving on to Sunday, we have another War of the Spark release draft. Start time is 2:30 PM, so please make sure you're here for 2 PM to get registered. Entry fee is £12.50 unless you entered into one of our pre-releases, in which case you can play for £10. As usual with drafts, you'll open several boosters and make a 40 card deck. Prizes will be War of the Spark boosters based on placing. As always, please check the website for more details. With that, that's all of the events for both stores this week, so let's move on to new releases for card games. So as I'm sure you can guess, we have the main Magic the Gathering War of the Spark release this week. First off, let's start with the booster release. This release has been highly anticipated and contains no less than 36 Planeswalkers in this set. That's not all though. Harlequins is doing a deal to celebrate such a big release. We'll be doing boosters at £3 each as usual, but instead of the usual booster box price, we'll be doing booster boxes for a limited time price of just £80 per box. Yes, you heard that correctly, 36 boosters for just £80 at Harlequins price for a limited time only. As with the last couple of releases from Magic the Gathering, we also have theme boosters being released. These specially selected boosters have only cards from the colours shown on the packaging, and you get about 2 boosters worth of cards in each. For only £5.50 at Harlequins price, this is a great way to guarantee getting only the colours you want to build your decks. Next, if you're looking to get into Magic the Gathering due to this great set, then we have Planeswalker decks coming out just for you. You can get either of these great decks for £14 each or £22 for the pair. And last but by no means least, we have Magic the Gathering bundles available. These are always in great demand as they are fantastic value for money. Considering that you get 10 boosters and the price you pay at Harlequins is the same price as if you bought 10 boosters, that means you get everything else, box, dice, lands, etc. absolutely free. so come and grab these while you can for Harlequins price of £30 each. So that's all the new releases for card games, and I have no new info for any upcoming card game releases, so on to board games. There's not a lot coming out for board games this week, but we do have one release of note: Unlock 5 Heroic Adventures. For those invested in this series, this is another long-awaited great release for puzzle fans. As always, this fantastic game is great value at Harlequins price of £24.50. Other than this release, there's nothing coming out for board games this week, and no news of note for board games, so on to miniature releases. So last week I told you it didn't look like there was any new releases from Games Workshop this week, as I had received no information from Games Workshop. Seems I was mistaken. In actuality, there is quite a big release, we just hadn't received any information from Games Workshop. This week sees the long-awaited release of the Hedonites of Slaanesh. So without further ado, let's take a look. The following is released Saturday the 4th of May, in other words, tomorrow. All the following is for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Hedonites of Slaanesh Battle Tome, £20. Hedonites of Slaanesh War Scroll Cards, £9. Hedonites of Slaanesh Endless Scrolls, £17. Fane of Slaanesh, £19. The Contoured Epitome, £25.50. Infernal Enraptress, £21.50. Fiends of Slaanesh, £19. Selesky the Vengeful Allegiance, £25.50. The Mask, £13.50. And lastly for Hedonites of Slaanesh, we have the Keeper of Secrets box set. This can also be built as the character Shalaxi Hellbane, £68 at Harlequins price. And we have one release from Black Library this week, and that is the hardback book Deathwatch Shadowbreaker, £16 at Harlequins price. Right, that wraps up everything from last week, so what's upcoming from GW for next week? As always, I can't show pictures as Games Workshop do not like us advertising their products for them, so as always please go to the Warhammer Community's webpage for pictures. That being said, all the following is released Saturday the 11th of May. For Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we have the box set Loon Curse, £76 at Harlequins price. And we have a couple of releases from Black Library. We have the Knights of Caliban Omnibus, £13.50. We have Blackstone Fortress, £8. We have Hallowed Knights Black Pyramid, £8. And we have Inferno Volume 3, £8. And that is all the new releases for this week. So, back to me. So there you go then folks, that's you all caught up. Thank you very much for sticking with us until the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, why not consider throwing us a like? And why not also consider subscribing to us so that you stay up to date with all the latest Harlequins news. With that being said though, I've been Mark, you've been wonderful, thank you very much for watching, take care of each other, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye folks.